and I actually left the bank to pursue my music.
Your music career.
I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. I didn't know what I know what I was going to do.
If you were not a musician, what would you have become?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. You see, if you dedicate so much of your life to something for so long, you can't imagine yourself being anything else. So I really don't know.
So you do music full time?
Yeah, full time.
Nothing else?
No, nothing else. So I believe that anything that you want in life, right, you should go after it, regardless of what anybody tells you. In my home, in my workplace, at school, everybody was against what I do musically. You get it? There's one day I'd done a CD, right? Like three songs on my CD and stuff. And I was going to the mall to give it out for free. Right? And I passed by my mother's room and she called me. She called me back. She called me, so like, I want my going, blah, blah. I was like, oh, I've done this album. I'm going to give it out for free. That. And she was like, why will I go through all this hard work just to give it out for free? You get it? And I was like, oh, I was thinking the same, like the way every underground artist would think, like, nobody knows me, blah, 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 and stuff. And she said 3 little words that changed my life. Have you tried?
Have you tried?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah,
Have you tried?
That's very powerful. Like, it's simple, but it's very powerful, bro. When she said that, something clicked in my spirit. Like, something just clicked in my spirit.
How many albums do you have in your name?
I'm on the third one.
Third one?
Yeah, 3.
What do you usually rap about?
So
boobs, ass, guns, women.
No.
Life.
I can only use my life to inspire people.
Tell me. Yeah, tell me.
I don't shoot. I don't deal in guns. I don't do anything. But my journey can inspire somebody else. So most of the inspiration I get is from things I'm going through. So the whole 2015, I did my thing. 2016, that's when I got nominated for the Ghana Music Awards. Yeah, so I think it was the end of 2014 or something.
Speaking of Ghana Music Awards, was it on Sang?
On Sang category, yeah.
All right. Okay, so how many copies have you, in quotes, sold?
It's over 1 million copies.
1 million copies?
Yeah, and I'm sure if I calculate properly, I'm sure it will probably be 2, but let's say for, 1 million copies for now.
That's impressive. Yeah. 1 million copies.
Yeah.
You're making money.
Oh, but the money is going back into the music, so I'm not making. I'm not doing it for fun. I haven't reaped what I've sown yet. That's how I see it.
Are you married? I can see a ring on your finger.
I'm married. Yeah.
For how many years now?
Oh, just a year and a couple of months.
Do you cheat on your wife?
Oh no, how? Never. She's perfection to me. She's everything I need.
Nice one.
Yes, thank you. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I advise everybody to get married.
It only made me stronger. It made us stronger. Thank you for having my back, and mostly thank you for not giving up on us. I look at you every day and wonder how I got lucky to.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Wan O. Wan O.
Wan O.
Yeah.
Is that the name your mom gave to you?
The name my mom gave me is William.
William what?
William Ansa.
William Ansa.
Yeah. My mom gave me the name William. William is my father's name, so.
Okay, and the Ansa. What? And the Ansa?
Yeah, my Ansa is my father's name, so.
So basically, that's
my last name.
Your surname.
Yeah, my surname.
All right. To begin with, you are not under any obligation to answer every question.
Okay.
If you aren't comfortable,
disclaimer.
If you aren't comfortable with any question, you could decline.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Wan O, what do you do for a living?
I'm an artist. I'm a music artist.
You're a music artist?
Yeah. I rap and I sing sometimes. But I'm a hip hop artist, so I rap, but I sing sometimes.
In Ghana, right?
Yeah, in Ghana.
Okay. So what's the inspiration behind the name Wan O?
Wan O means one and only.
One and only?
Yeah, it stands for difference.
One and only?
Yeah, one and only. It stands for difference. I'm representing everybody who's trying to be different in the space they're in.
Since when did you start using the name Wan O?
Okay, I was in Artiste college, right? I used to freestyle a lot, right? And according to them back in the day, I was the best freestyler they had ever come across, right? So my name was Murder back in the day, Murder. Okay. And one of my seniors added the Wan O to it. Meaning murder one and only. Like you there, you pay the fee. You feel murder everybody and things. But when I grew up and when I wanted to make I wanted to turn the music commercial. You get it. I had to take the murder out because murder is not commercial. So I just took it out and maintained the Wan O to make it commercial. Change the spelling and everything because it used to be spelled to Wan and O.
Wan and O. All right.
Yeah, and I spelled
All
the
right.
spelling and everything.
Has this always been a dream of yours to become a musician since childhood?
Yes. True. Yeah, truthfully.
Are you sure?
Yeah, truthfully.
Are you not being politically correct?
No, truthfully. Everybody who knows me knows this.
So at 14 years old,
14 is too old. At 6 years old.
6 years
I
old,
used to listen to I got my first record deal at 12.
12 years old.
Yeah. My first record deal was at 12 years old.
It's a cliche. Every artist
No.
hold on. Every artist go like, I started singing when I was 6, when I was 12. Isn't that a cliche?
No, but I wasn't just singing. Like I said, I got my record label. I got my record deal at 12.
Record deal
so.
at 12.
Yeah, 12. And
Under which label?
I'll tell the story.
Under which label?
What's his name? Some Jeff. I just remember the guy's name, Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff. Jeff. That name I'll never forget it because Jeff tried to do some things. Tried to do some things. And,
All right. Yeah. Any religious affiliation? Christian, Buddhist, traditionalist, Muslim?
I like to keep that private.
Why?
I don't think it's for the world to know. But I am Christian anyway.
Do you pray?
I'm Christian. I pray
to who?
To God.
Which
Jesus Christ.
So you're basically a Christian.
I'm Christian, yeah.
All right.
I want to keep that private, but I guess I have to
but
let the world know.
Why would you want to keep your religious affiliation private?
I just don't think it's anybody's business. Yeah, exactly.
All right. So it's not my business, right?
Exactly.
All right. So what's the inspiration behind this hairstyle?
Inspiration behind this hairstyle?
Yeah.
Nothing. I just wanted to grow my hair. Okay, so basically, I wanted to grow my hair, basically, right? And it started getting messy because when I'm growing, so I just needed something to. And the first time I went to a salon, they did this for me, and it stuck. I liked it, and I kept it. That's all. Okay. There's no special to it. Like, hey, Chala, I want to look a certain way. Nah.
So it's not attached to your branding.
I mean, it has become my brand. I mean, what I wear becomes my brand. Everything, because I am a brand. So whatever I do becomes a brand.
Brand. Okay.
Yeah. Fortunately or unfortunately, it is my brand. But initially, it didn't start like that. I just wanted to grow my hair, and when I went to the salon, because my hair was messed up, right? So I went to the salon to fix it. The first thing I did was this, and I liked it, and I kept it.
So how long has this been on your head?
I think I started growing my hair like 2019. But this style probably be like 2020.
2020.
I think I started going my hair 2018. Let's say 2018, but yeah, from 2020 going or something. Yeah.
You look a bit like T-Pain.
Yeah, I've been told.
You've been told that. How tall are you?
6'5", I think.
6'5". Yeah. Okay, so you're basically 3 inches taller than me. All right. I've been seeing you at almost, let me say all the malls in the country. I see you in Accra Mall.
Yeah.
Junction Mall, West Hills Mall, ANC Mall. I think even if there was a mall over here, you'll be here.
Yeah. Okay, but now the most I've been to Kumasi Mall before.
All right. So basically, all the malls in Accra. What do you do in the malls?
Oh, I mean, the malls. Yeah, everybody. I go and watch movies. I go and shop. That's what the mall is there for, isn't it?
So that's what you basically do in the malls. Just that.
I go and shop. I go and do my thing.
Just that.
Yeah, I mean, is there a special question you want to ask me?
You're a musician.
Yeah.
How do you sell your music copies?
Oh, okay. So that's what you want to ask me. Okay. So the question you want to ask me is that. So when I go to these malls, do I sell my music CD?
You have to tell me.
Yes. So
what do you do at the mall?
I go like I said, I do a lot of things at the mall. I go and shop.
So what do you go to do there purposely? What do you say? Okay, I'm going to the mall to do today.
Last weekend, I was there to go watch a movie. So you see, so you have to be specific. But yeah, I know what you're asking me. Yeah. So if you say sell, I don't think I go and sell. I don't sell my music CDs. I raise funds with my music.
All right.
To help me push and promote the music since
All right.
I'm self-financing my own career. You get it? So that's what I do. I don't sell my music,
All right.
but I give it out to people to support.
Okay.
Yeah, it's financial support, but yes, to support my music. Yeah.
How did you get this idea?
Yeah, so initially, right, I mean, with obviously we help my mother because I have to give her that credit to
Your mom?
Yeah, my mom. Yeah. So this is what happened, right? I mean, I was actually looking for a way to push my music because I knew that nobody will help you if you don't help yourself. You get it. There's no manna going to drop from heaven. I'm not going to sit at home and some record label will come in. Even though that has been my luck, like I told you, my first record was at 12. They came to me, I didn't go to them.
Sure.
You get it. But I've always been I've always been resourceful, going out to get what I want and everything. You get it. But with this instance, I was going to because one day I'd done a CD, right? Like three songs on my CD and stuff. And I was going to the mall to give it out for free. Right. And I passed by my mother's room and she called me. She called me back. She called me. So like, what am I going? Blah blah. I was like, oh, I've done this album. I'm going to give it out for free. That. And she was like, why will I go through all this hard work just to give it out for free? You get it? And I was like, oh, I was thinking the same, like the way every underground artist would think, like, nobody knows me, blah 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 blah, and stuff. And she said 3 little words that changed my life. Have you tried?
Have you tried?
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Yeah,
Have you
that's
tried?
very powerful. Like it's simple, but it's very powerful, bro. When she said that, something clicked in my spirit. Like something just clicked in my spirit, and I just knew that I found the answer. From that day till today, it has been life changing. I don't know if I've told you, but I left the bank, right? I used to work at the bank.
Yes.
Yes, I used to work at the bank, and I actually left the bank to pursue my music.
Your music career.
I didn't know where my next meal was coming from. I didn't know what I know what I was going to do. You get it? But ever since I left the bank, I mean, since I'm a Christian, since you let the cat out of the bag, I'll say it.
Well, to me, it isn't a cat. It's just basic basic knowledge. Yeah, Christian. Yes, I'm a Christian.
So since I'm a Christian, right? I'll say that God has held my hand since then to now.
Okay.
And my music videos, my my promotions, everything that involves with my music, that is financially whatever it's from my CDs.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can test this, but it's not cheap.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not cheap. A lot of people think
It's
that
expensive.
it's very expensive.
Yeah.
To shoot one video alone, usually to blow your mind, but it's very, very expensive. You get it. Yeah. So that's what happened. And so
All
here we
right.
are.
So when you say since then, when did you actually apply what your mom suggested?
I think I left the bank. Oh, so I think it was December 2014.
2014.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So 2014 was 2015. Yeah, I think it was the end of December 2014, if I'm not mistaken. I was thinking, some 2014, I think. And so the whole 2015, I did my thing. 2016, that's when I got nominated for the Ghana Music Awards. Yeah, so I think it was the end of 2014 or something.
Speaking of Ghana Music Awards, was it on Sang?
And Sang category, yeah.
All right. Okay, so how many copies have you, in quotes, sold? Since you say it wasn't sold, so how many copies have you given out?
Have I given out?
Yeah, given out.
I don't know, it's out there, but it's over 1 million copies.
1 million copies.
Yeah, and I'm sure if I calculate properly, I'm sure it will probably be 2, but let's say for 1 million copies for now.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
1 million copies.
Yeah.
You're making money.
Oh, but the money is going back into the music, so I'm not making. I'm not doing it for fun. I haven't reaped what I've sown yet. That's how I see it. Because apart from everything, I mean, I have to record the songs.
Yeah.
The songs too. I have to pay the engineer producer. So it's not just videos and promotion. Like even recording the music.
Yeah.
It's also money. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I was at the Crown Mall, I think a few days ago when I saw you here, and I saw another artist in quotes, copying what you're doing.
Yeah. So
So basically, you've enlightened other artists.
yeah, because so almost I'll say almost everybody who is selling or is promoting their music the same way have made it clear that they're inspired through me.
Yeah.
And in the and that's why that's why I do what I do, like when it comes to music, because that's what I always wanted to do. I always wanted to, my slogan is to aspire to inspire. You get it? I always want to inspire somebody to do better. I want to help people who are not really enlightened or want to come up to be great, because I feel like everybody has a place. I mean, I could have been selfish and blocked everybody from coming to do what I do.
Kept everything.
But I still hasn't taken food from my mouth. It still hasn't I feel like everybody has a space that can be this thing. Gets it. I'll never understand people who are selfish or who think about themselves. I'll never understand it. I don't think I can never, fathom that.
But I think in business sometimes you have to be selfish.
Yeah, but it depends on how do I put it? It depends on.
In your case, for example, if every artist starts trooping to the malls to give out their copies of their CDs,
the truth was that it's not even, because it's not even be allowed. Like, it's not even me who dates in there. It's not even allowed. It's not allowed. It's not even allowed like that. But
how old are you, if you don't mind?
I like to keep my age. that part, I don't want to talk about my age. Yeah.
Why? I want to drive.
I don't think it's in your. It's not a public's.
Okay, it's in my business. But give me a range.
No, I'm not giving a range. I'm at the point.
Are you in your mid-30s, late 20s?
I don't know. Maybe I'm in my maybe I'm 10 to 20 years old or something. You never know. Okay. I might be 20 to 30. You never know.
So you had your first label at 12. Which year?
Oh, some years, but I just had my just know that I had.
All right. Are you married? I can see a ring on your finger.
I'm married, yeah.
For how many years now?
Oh, just a year and a couple of months.
Do you cheat on your wife?
Oh no, how? Never. She's perfection to me. She's everything I need.
Nice one.
The woman, yes. Thank you. Marriage is a beautiful thing. I advise everybody to get married. It's a beautiful thing.
All right. So is your 20-year-old self, look back at that young guy, 20-year-old, right? Is he happy with your whatever age self now?
I'm sure he'll be very proud.
Very proud.
Very proud. And the thing about, you see, there are a lot of things that when I was growing up, even though I was trying to push myself and trying to do certain things, right? The things I know now, they're saying things that if I could talk to my younger self, they're saying things that I'll tell them to relax, not to do. It's time. You there's a lot more to learn. There's a lot more to come back. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm sure he'll be very proud of who I've become.
Lovely. What's the biggest stage you've ever performed on? Both.
I mean, okay. I'll just say. I mean, Ghana Music Awards. Obviously, it's Ghana's prestigious award. So I'll say Ghana. Yeah, VGMA. We did the nominees jam. So yeah, I performed on that stage. Yeah,
Have your songs ever been played outside Ghana?
Yeah. I've a lot. I mean, if I look at my analytics, I have a lot of songs played outside. Not only on like TV and radio, but in the clubs and stuff. Like in the clubs and stuff. Spain, UK, America. American radio. Yeah.
So do you receive royalties from those?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
I do.
Okay, that's nice. And do you have any regret in life? Tell me about your biggest regret in life.
My biggest regret is not starting this journey earlier than I started. That's my biggest regret. Yeah, my biggest regret.
Which journey?
This whole like professional, I would say professional music, like to start. That would be probably my biggest regret, because if I started earlier.
Earlier in what?
So I mean, so you asked me what age I started music,
yeah,
right?
You said 12.
So, yeah, so no, that's when I got my first record. But so 6 years and things, right? It was all like I was just doing it because like I did do music.
Oh,
you get?
okay,
It wasn't like professional.
All right.
You get? Yeah. So after I started taking professionally, let's say maybe university. Yeah, that's when I started looking at, if I knew earlier, I would have started it professionally earlier, quite like everything put in place and stuff.
Okay.
Like by now, I'm a working record label, even though I'm still a working record label.
Okay. Which artist would you say is your biggest feature?
Biggest feature. I've had a lot of features, but I'll say this, right? When I got nominated for the VGM, I got nominated because the song I did with Edem.
Edem.
Yeah,
Okay.
I read them,
Yeah.
and that was the song I was promoting at the time. Even though they looked at my whole this thing, the part of the reason they told me was part of the reason was because of my CDs I was moving.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why they nominated me, because it was fascinating to them. You get it. But that song too was like at that time this thing. So I'll say that my biggest feature is Edem.
Edem.
Yeah.
Where are you from, if you don't mind?
Is that,
Where are you from in
I'm
Ghana?
Fanti, I'm Cape Coast.
Yeah, Fanti.
From Cape Coast.
All right. If you were not a musician, what would you have become?
I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. You see, if you dedicate so much of your life to something for so long, you can't imagine yourself being anything else. So I really don't know.
So you do music full time?
Yeah, full time.
Nothing else?
No, nothing else.
All right. What scares?
But music has different different variations, right? So I mean, you asked about me making money out. That's publishing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that you can yeah, a lot of things music business is different from the music creation.
All right.
I also implement business ideas for people.
All right.
Everything. So yeah, so it's a big scope.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's not just, you get what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. Is music lucrative for you?
Yeah, it is very.
If you don't mind, how much would you say you've made from music? That's far.
I'm not going to disclose that, but yeah, music is lucrative. Because even apart from everything, like, I mean, on the internet, I mean, if your streams, apart from your streams, you make your money. The streams alone, not only from the distribution companies, I mean, your publishing, your songwriter share, all those things. Like, yeah, your performance royalties, your mechanical royalties. Like, Charlie, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
You put your video on YouTube, yeah, cool. Like, yeah,
Yeah, I understand.
So music is lucrative, yeah.
You have a deep voice. Like me.
I have a deep voice.
Yeah, like me. Have you ever tried voiceover, being a voiceover artist?
Somebody actually suggested that for me. Somebody told me I've done it before for an ad, but it was a friend of mine. She we were doing a party or somewhere, and so it was nice. They loved it, but I felt weird because that's my first time. I was like, it's in there. I don't know, some way, but yeah. But that's the only time, the first and last time I ever did voiceover. But somebody said I should try it.
Right. Do you stammer?
No, I don't. But I talk fast, so sometimes it comes off like a stutter.
Okay. I'm an occasional stammer, and I can tell you stammer.
Yeah, it's called stuttering.
So
It's called stuttering.
does that in any way impede probably your flow? Sometimes
No.
it doesn't. All right. What scares you the most in life? What scares you the most in life?
My biggest fear in life will probably be and I think I've overcome it, so I don't think it's really. I don't really have one. I have two. The other one is very personal. I can't talk about
Okay.
it, but the one that I was is this thing. Because first I was afraid. That was my driving force. Like I have to make it at all costs.
Okay.
So because I made it clear that the only way you can make it is if you have only one option in life. Like if you have a plan B, you're not going to make it from plan A because you obviously know. So I made my fear was the fear of failure. So because I have only one plan, my plan is to make it happen.
All right.
Get it. But with time, overcome that fear. It's like, nah, Charlie, I mean, at the end of the day, I still gonna make it be. So it doesn't. But that was my driving force in the beginning. Like, Charlie, it's either plan A or plan A if it happen.
All right.
And stuff. Yeah.
Does death scare you?
No, because everybody will die. I'm afraid. I'm afraid to lose my loved ones. That's
More than you're afraid to
That is
die.
more scary.
Exactly.
Than yeah, that's more scary. So that's why I was saying that the other one was personal, but that if she's brought up, that's my other fear.
Yeah,
Like
okay.
my loved ones.
I can read your mind.
Yeah, some Professor X's. but that is my that's my biggest fear. Not me personally. I mean, everybody dies. I'm not afraid to die.
All right.
I've had near death experiences, and
Oh,
it made me
really?
stronger. Yeah.
I can tell you're mommy's boy. Give shout out to your mom.
Is that what that was?
I can tell you're mommy's boy. Give a shout out.
Oh yeah. Shout out, mom. You know how we do. We're on TV. We made it.
All right. So, what advice would you give to an upcoming, or in quotes, a struggling artist?
Okay. I don't like using the word struggling artist, because I don't think any artist is struggling. I just think you just need to find your way. You know, this is what I did, right? So I believe that anything that you want in life, right, you should go after it, regardless of what anybody tells you. In my home, in my workplace, at school, everybody was against what I do musically. You get it?
Yeah.
Like you can get it. Like, no, I'll say not in school, but at home, like I was, there's stuff. But I went after it regardless, and it's made a 360, full 360. So regardless of what it is, you should just go after what you want and try to make it happen. Regardless of what it can be your mom, it can be your dad. Just do what your heart is telling you, because God puts you out for a reason.
All right. Yeah. What is life to you? What is life to you?
Which aspect of life?
Okay, describe life in one word to you.
It depends on which aspect of life, because life is fleeting.
Yeah, life in general.
Life is fleeting unless you find purpose in the life you live.
Okay, so basically it's fleeting.
No, life is fleeting unless you find purpose in the life you live.
All right,
because a lot of people are alive but they're not living.
They're not living.
You get it? The only reason why I'm sure I am fulfilled is because I found purpose in what I do.
All right.
I could be waking up and living life just waiting for tomorrow to come. You get it? But there's purpose in what I do.
Okay.
You get it? So yeah. So life can be life will be fleeting.
Okay.
No, life is fleeting if you don't find purpose.
All right.
In the life you live.
So life is fleeting if you don't find purpose
in the life you live. Because every day you're just living. Some people are angry. Angry. They wake up every morning, they're just angry for no reason.
Right.
You get it?
All right. That's solid. Okay. Do you have any upcoming events?
I mean, right now, I just dropped an album, so I'm promoting the album, the William album. Yeah, William album. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm promoting it. I'm dropping a song very soon.
All right.
That's not on the album, but it's going to blow you guys away.
Speaking of album, how many albums do you have? Your name?
I'm on the third one.
Third one.
Yeah, 3.
What do you usually rap about?
So
boobs, ass, guns, women.
No.
Life.
I can only use my life to inspire people.
Tell me. Yeah, tell me.
I don't shoot. I don't deal in guns. I don't do anything. But my journey can inspire somebody else. So most of the inspiration I get is from things I'm going through. So if something happens to me, I'll tell you stuff like that. Yeah. I mean, the song I'm about to drop, basically, I went to the mall one day just to promote my music, and there was a guy and a female who saw me, and the way they acted, it was very rude, and I just felt, and it was purposeful. Like they did that intentionally because I realized that they didn't like me.
What did they do?
Like they walked away. They were rude, but the way they did it. It wasn't just like they just see somebody with their no. It was targeted, right?
Were you trying to sell to them?
Yeah. Yeah, but it didn't affect. I mean, those things affect me. I don't care.
Yeah,
you get it. But also a friend of mine, right? My friend was like, my friend said something very and it's that same day it happened again. You get it. So I mean, I was home. A friend of mine posted a beat on what's it called, on YouTube, and I said, "Baby, how do?" He sent it to me. I texted and sent it to me. And the first thing that came into my mind was based on what happened that day with those people. You get it? And I don't know I know Nani, but I want to thank them because if it wasn't for their hate, I wouldn't have found this banger that's about to take over the world. Like Charlie, I'm grateful. See, so everything happens. I mean, I turn a negative to a positive.
I actually put you in the same bracket as Kojokiu.
Okay.
Yeah, your craft.
Yeah.
You guys are doing good. All right. So, advise your 20-year-old self. Look at that boy and advise him.
Okay. My 20-year-old boy, my 20-year-old guy, Charlie, you're doing everything right. But it will happen in due time. Because everything will make sense in due time. But you're doing everything right. The mistakes and the negative and the positive is the reason why you become the man you become. So just keep doing what you're doing.
All right, fair enough. Anyway, thank you, William Ansa, Wan O,
But no.
for honoring my invitation to Just Greats. Yeah, you indeed have greats, considering the fact that you are able to sell copies on your own. Basically, you are your manager, your distributor, and also the artist himself. Congrats to you.
Thanks, man.
And thank you for coming on Just
Thank
Greats.
you for having me. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
You indeed have greats.
Thank
All right, see you.
you.